we're gonna do this like crib style. So here's my salon, guys. I know some of you have asked, you know, what it looks like. You know, the dryer, the nice little paintings on the wall. And then over here I kind of have my little coffee station. Normally these are closed because there's a lot of storage back here. On the right, just to show you guys a little bit, I have, these are all like nail polish things. This is all products that I have extras of. So like, you know, MAC eyeshadows, MAC foundation. I got some e.l.f. products, different things like that I haven't done any tutorials on. And then here is just kind of like miscellaneous body lotions, things like that, extra sponges and different products that I haven't tried. The nail polishes here, these are just some of my nail polishes. I display them not to show all of them, but just to kind of have them somewhere where they're easily accessible. I spend a lot of time in here. How I organize my brushes, as you guys can see me in the mirror. I have them inside a stand, and how this works is these are more like blushes and foundation brushes and blush brushes and things like that. These are the eyeshadow brushes, so that if I'm looking for something, it's all going to be here. And then here, this is really all the ones that I use on a daily basis. These are like my favorite brushes, and if I need extras, then I just kind of go here. Always have your brush cleaner handy, and then I also have the shampoo for the brushes, and I have my Magnifix, which is basically a hairspray for the face. Tissues, always really important. Extra mirror, very important. Mocha candle, to me that's important. Here's all the colors that I have for, I don't have that many compared to most people that do airbrush, but these are my airbrush colors, and my Paramedicals are in there as well, and then my airbrush stuff is all here. So it's all ready for when I have a client. This is my Lady Gaga shoes, which you guys have seen before. My colors, I only use Joico colors. I love that. My little old school cash register, my clients think it's so freaking funny. It's hilarious. And then on top I have just like extra products and things that I can use, candles, blah blah blah. First drawer, I have, these are all extra things that I use on contract work and when I'm going on scenes. So this is more like lip things, we got eye stuff. This is waxing and bleaching in this area. This is different products that you can use for the face, so depending if they're oily or not. Biore pore strips, I love these, and that's basically it. So kind of a mixture of a few things. Body Shop, number 7, Lise Watier, Elizabeth Arden. There's even like some clean and clear, so it just really depends on who I'm working on and what their preference is. Box number 2, this is different Lise Watier moisturizers depending on the skin type. Once again, great to use when you're going on set. These are my favorite. I use these every day. This is my travel pack. It's more of like a wet cloth. This in here is all of my primers. So once again, I'm kind of like a product junkie. I have so many different things. So Lise Watier, we got some Quo, we got some NYX, we got Naked, Gosh Cosmetics. This is Lise Watier as well. This is Cover FX, great to use if you're using the Cover FX line. So a lot of different things. Some is really expensive, some isn't. And I've got sponge cleaners and perfume. These are great for brides. If you guys are getting married soon, I always like to give one to the bride that I'm doing, and she has these on for 15 minutes prior to actually doing her makeup. It's great for actually lifting any dark circles, because everybody gets stressed out before their wedding. In the next drawer here, guys, you can see that we have, you know, like some Lise Watier wheels. These are the Cover FX concealers, and I have quite a few because they're so pigmented that you really need to have the right color. I've got more of the Cover FX. We've got MAC in here. This is e.l.f., but this is more MAC. And then this is my favorite. This is Graftobian. I use this every single day. And then as we go in here, we have more. This is all Cover FX stuff. And this is mostly Lise Watier. This is number 17. This is from England, actually. I've had it for a pretty long time, and it's still got a lot left. And Marcel, and this is great for if you have really oily skin. This is actually for like crafts, not crafts, but theatrical makeup, so it's really, really good. Ben Nye. Next drawer, foundation drawer, and I've just actually cleaned this out. I shot a lot of stuff out, actually. But here's my MAC. I have some e.l.f. lines. If you guys are looking for an inexpensive, my goodness, foundation, these are really great. They're about $6 each. They're fantastic to use. This is the mineral stuff. I've used these on a couple of different fashion shows that I did. It actually worked really well. But now I'm really stuck on my MAC. This is some Cover FX Lise Watier, and this is actually, I haven't done too many African American shoots, but when I did, this is one of the colors that I had to use. So I actually kept that one because I had to go buy it. I didn't have it. Next drawer, this is lip glosses and lipsticks. So these are just different glosses that I have. These are the liners. I'm not huge on lipstick and lip gloss, so I don't spend a whole lot of money on it. I have quite a few. These are the stains, actually. These are all the ones that last a really long time, good for brides. And these, it just really depends. Once again, product junkie. I'm not one of those YouTube people that you see and it's like all Givenchy or all Lise Watier. It's really if I like a color, I buy it. And, you know, there's everything from, there's quite a few Lise Watiers in here, but there's, like this is Hard Candy, and that's Lise. This is just like a brand that I got from my school when I originally took my actual courses. And then lip glosses as well. I'm kind of, everywhere I go, normally when I travel, there's always one lip gloss that I buy, so whatever brand it is. This is more of my craft theatrical area. These are all different glitter liners that you can use, and great to have because it really depends on what color that you're going to be using. Underneath, we have, these are all the NYX Milk pencils. They work really well. These are just the icing glitter. You can actually buy these from Claire. I use these under any actual glitter pigment, and it holds really well, but you need most of the colors. This is some Graftobian, so to stick some stuff on. This is the remover. Really important, don't forget that. And then here's just different sequins, depending on what I'm doing. I might need those. This is the kind of glitter that I'm talking about underneath the actual cream. So this is all just glitter. It's a little bit of glue, but there's a lot of different colors in there. It's really fun. And then here are some loose pigments. Most of these are, actually I think almost all of these are Lise Watier loose pigments. And beautiful colors. It's probably going to be on my fingers. Yeah, you can see that. Yum! And I got a little bit of NYX pigments in there as well. This is one of my favorite palettes that I bought when you're doing theatrical work. It's really how it breaks down. So you got great for face painting if you're doing that type of thing, but really good for theatrical look. And that's the Super Color Pack. Next one here, we've got more loose pigments depending on what I'm doing. These are e.l.f. There's quite a bit of e.l.f. I've got some Urban Decay. I've got, these are Lise Watier, these are MAC, and the Naked. These are Palladio, my favorite black of all time. I have two of them, and they don't sell them anymore. It's an actual herbal eyeshadow. These are the cream eyeliners. I got a lot of different mascaras. I just cleaned these out as well, so these are the ones that are still good, but you should be changing these every about 3 months. And once again, product junkie eyeliners. Most of them are going to be Lise Watier. I use that every day, and then I got a little bit of NYX in there, so depending on what colors that I need. And this all here is just miscellaneous palettes. 95% of them are Lise Watier palettes, but some of the cool ones that I have, like this is really, really nice, and most of them have like 4 or 5 colors in it, but my favorite casing is going to be this one right here. Love it! And the one that holds dear to my heart is the one I used on my wedding day. This is the actual palette that I used, and my makeup looked great. And yes, I did my own makeup for my wedding. You know, these are just different palettes. So miscellaneous, Elizabeth Arden, and just all different palettes in here. This is kind of fun. I use this every time I go away. It's the Lola palette, and you can see that all the colors that come with it, and then it actually, I'm trying to do this with one hand, it pops out its cheeks and lips too. So these are nice to bring if you don't want to bring too much makeup with you. I also just cleaned out my palettes. This is just one of the boxes of all this stuff that I'm giving away. So next box here, this is kind of, these are all different loose MAC pigments in little bins, so there's just a lot of different colors there. This is Cheek So whether it's Elizabeth Arden actually had a beautiful, if I can get this open to show you guys. It's, I don't know if it'll catch the sparkle, but it's gorgeous on the actual cheeks. This is Eyebrow Things. This is my trusty Elizabeth Arden one that I use every day. I know it's looking kind of raggedy, but I've had it for probably about 2 or 3 years. And my favorite new eyebrow, I've been using Smashbox gel liner on my eyebrows and just putting 1 coat of this and then actually going through and making the hairs look a little bit more real because I don't have too many natural eyebrows. These are different blushes, cheek tints, and my palette that I use every day for blush is right here, so that actually stays in this aisle. As we get closer to the ground, I have 3 different levels that I use for eyelashes, and really the way I separate them, the top is for singled lashes. These ones from Leeswasi. You can tell they got damaged with water, but the actual lashes are fine. And I have lots of different kinds, so these are all just basic. A lot of brides use these. These are more prom lashes, you know, the glitters and the diamonds. These are not prom, these are in the wrong area. And then the bottom ones are really extreme, so things like this, ones that you'd be using, you know, on set, but there's, oh, see, those are kind of nice. But anyways, there's just so many different lashes in here, and you could have a field day. They're all miscellaneous palettes again. Some of my favorite palettes are the bridal palettes. So this is my bridal palette. I got this at a makeup show that I went to. This is my 88 palette. It's got all the colors that you need in there. But it's got a lot of colors that you can use. Lip glosses, things like that. Beauty books. This is one of them that I have. And this one I actually use quite a bit for smoky eyes. The black and the white. Actually, the full top row is what I use a lot, and you can tell because the white's almost finished. But it's got really strong pigment. Like, I just touch it, and you can see how much color on there. Like, just dab. It's wild. Like, it's really, 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 really pigmented. So it's great. This is just an old Elizabeth Arden one. And I have, you know, larger palettes here of colors. And this is just one that I got when I was... This is... Ooh. And the actual casing that I use, I bought this at IKEA in the kids section.